Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
So before I begin, let's watch a video.
Yeah.
Alright, so do you guys know what that was?
Yes.
Okay, so if you didn't know, that was Wayang. And that was just a very, very, very short segment of what a Wayang performance would be like. And part of that reason is why, that's one of the reasons why Wayang is beginning to lose its popularity, because of its very long performances. It's been dubbed by teens and kids as very old school and boring. So in order to change that, things need to be done. In order to get kids to realize that they have an important and rich and great heritage and culture, they have to know what this is. They have to be introduced to it using new technology. Getting kids to like Wayang is hard enough as it is, let alone get millions of kids in Indonesia to like it as well. And so one of the movements right now is Wayang Kertas. But now there's also, what we need to do now is we need to reintroduce Wayang with a new medium using technology. So what my aim is and what I need to do is get people who love games and convert them into Wayang lovers. And that's why I created Wayang Rebooted, computerized Wayang learning designated for kids and teens. So, as I've stated before, in recent years, Wayang has been losing its popularity. This decreasing interest in Wayang is threatening the existence of a very rich heritage. So, what me and my team believe a viable option in combating this issue is to combine together the traditional art of Wayang Kulit, which has high moral values, and technology of the 21st century that teens love, and create a Wayang Kulit visualization game. And from our background, we arrive at our problem statement, which is, how do you create a Wayang Kulit visualization game that kids love and are attracted to it in order for them to be interested in Wayang and for the next step, to preserve this important culture? And the other problem statement is, what is the application and development of the game after it has been created? And from our problem statement, we arrive at our objective, which is to combine together the traditional art of Wayang Kulit, which has high moral values, with technology of the 21st century to create a Wayang Kulit visualization game that is unique, attractive, easy to use, and appealing to users. So the method for this research is, first, concept. This is the step where we need to identify what are needed to create a Wayang Kulit visualization game. So the first thing you do is concept. The second step is design. This is the part where we design a flowchart and storyboard. And after that, you collect materials that are relevant in creating a Wayang Kulit visualization game, such as audio, images, and graphics, and references. The next step is to put everything together and assemble the game. And after that, we test our product at our school and see what the feedback is from the students at our school. That's a wrong title, I'm sorry. So the concept, the genre of the game is a flash game. And the story that we use is the Ramayana, but it can also be changed and created other stories with the characters from the Ramayana. For an instance, Anoman, his character traits is he's a very good person, but his weakness is he's not very good looking. So, but he has the strength to lift 7 times more than Bhima, and Bhima can lift 7 mountains. So that's 49 mountains. And the main character of the game is the Dalang. The input hardware is a mouse and keyboard, and it is also complete with a free mode where users can freely manipulate a Wayang, and also a Wayang gallery where users can familiarize themselves with characters of the Ramayana. So this is the flowchart that we designed for our game. Collecting content materials. So to create a Y-encoded visualization game that is unique and attractive, you need a couple of things, such as audio, images, and references. So the game details are, the title is Wyong Rebooted, and it platforms on a Windows. The extension is *.swf. It is a Flash game. The story is the Ramayana. The main character is the Dalong, or a puppet master, and it also features a story mode and a free mode. So before you get to the final product, this is what you have to do. This is part of the scripting that we did. More script. And so after putting in the hours of work, let's take a look at the product. And this is the first menu. And so we decided to change the title, but we haven't done that yet. So this is the first menu, which has 4 options: story, extra, help, and about. And in the extras, there's a free mode, a Wyong gallery, and a Wyong video. The Wyong video mode has been is incomplete yet, so but we'll move on to the free mode. And so this is the mode where users can freely manipulate a Wyong. As you can see here, there's Dewi Sinta on both sides of the screen, and you can move her arms around. And there's also a Wyong gallery, and this is where users can familiarize themselves with characters of the Ramayana. And we move on to the story. And on this screen, there's 3 options: home, theater, and library. And home, this is the home of the Dalong. And there's a library. And on the screen, there's 6 synopsises, and this teaches kids that you should go to the library often in order to get knowledge. And inside these books, there's a synopsis, so users can learn about the story of the Ramayana before they begin to play. So move on to the theater. So on this first screen, you have to choose the correct characters in order to move on to the next part. So you choose all the correct characters, and if you choose correctly, the thing will add 1. So once you choose the correct characters, it will give you 2 story options, and if you choose correctly, it will now play a Ublikip about Wyong. And this is the part where Bhagawan Yogiswara is asking King Dasaratha to send his 2 kids to fight a giant. So, research findings. So after we created our game and tested out users at our school, they have stated that this game should be further developed. And what is the application of the development after the game has been created is that this game can be used for educational purposes, to teach kids about a rich culture, Wyong, and also the development. This game can be further improved by adding the Mahabharata story, which is a famous Indian epic, but it's more complex than the Ramayana, and also add a Charangan mode, which follows the life of a Wyong from birth till death. Summary and conclusion. So the summary, the process of creating a Wyong Kulit visualization video game are first, making a concept, formulating a design, gathering materials needed, assembly, and testing. A Wyong Kulit visualization video game can be further developed by adding more features and with the same basic concept. Recommendations. Further research needs to be done to achieve more complete results, and a Wyong Kulit visualization video game can be developed further and improved. And so for my next work, I will be adding more sound. For instance, the Wayang movie clip that you saw, after you chose the correct characters, will add sound, so it will portray the Wayang's actual sound, and add character descriptions to the Wayang gallery. So when you go to the Wayang gallery and then you click the characters, it will pop up a description about the Wayang's traits. And a third thing is perfecting the Wayang movement with inverse kinematics. So when you were at the free mode, the Wayang's arm movements are imperfect. As you can see here, you have to move all of them around. But actually, Wayang's movements, the elbow follows the arms, like so. And the fourth step is developing it into an role-playing game so that kids will be attracted to it. And the final step is creating the Dalang simulator, which is to really simulate how a Wayang performs a show, which is where students will, or people will, play from their computer from one side of the Dalang stage, but on the screen will pop up from the other side of the stage. Thank you for listening.